Hello, hello. How is everyone? I will just share the live sprint so more people can join. Hold on. Link. Okay, just sharing on Instagram. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Just doing some more sharing. Hold on. Okay, we're done. And hi, Louie. I just saw you yesterday, and it's kind of unreal that I'm seeing you again on screen. And you are still reading The Client by Josh Grisham. How far are you in with the book so far? And what is your goal page to achieve tonight? Hi, Evan. I also saw you yesterday. Hello, hello. How are you? Tune in. Okay. That's good. That's good. So, I am still going to be reading Sunrise on the Reaping. Unfortunately, I'm still not done. It's just been a crazy week, like in terms of like being very busy. Like it's just been very crazy, and it will get crazier this coming week because I will not have any time at all to read. Um, it's just going to be like back to back stuff with work, and I'm going to a concert this coming Saturday. So I am very excited, but like also kind of scared for what's gonna happen this week. It's just gonna be very busy. So I was like, even though I was so tired, I still am. Um, from yesterday's event and from like last week's. Just generally the whole week is very busy, and I went to an event yesterday where it's like a bookworm up, and I saw you guys there. Um, I'm still tired, but I was like, might as well do some live sprints because I won't be able to do that the this coming weekend. So might as well just push myself to do the some sprint again tonight. Hi Jessica, good afternoon. I very unfortunate to report that I'm still not done with Sunrise on the Reaping, so I have nothing to report so far to you. But I am on chapter 17, so I'm already in the thick of the actual games. So there's that at least. So I'm here. This is the one that I finished. I'm finished here, and then this is what's left of the book. And I'm kind of scared. Still kind of scared. This is what I have left. How are you? And what are you going to be reading with me today? The OG chart. Currently chilling. Oh, Mass Effect! Mass Effect 2, but I'm also rereading the second Dungeon Crawler Carl book. You know what? I have been so interested with this book. I have it on my TBR, and I I think I also borrowed the audiobook for this one. Um, how are you liking the book? Like, with how much you know about me and the things that I read, would you recommend it to me? Like, I do love some sci-fi. I love like fantasy, and I think that's also why I was interested with the dungeon crawler, because like there are gaming elements to it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so for context, we saw each other yesterday at a book event, and it was more of like these are two separate events that happened at the same time. So we met up after our events, and I had to leave because like I live far away and I had to go home, so didn't get to hang out. Exciting. Yeah, it's exciting and scary at the same time. Finish reading Insect Hack. I'll be reading Cat's People by Tanya Guerrero tonight. Sounds like a plan. And again, I'll be reading Sunrise and the Reaping. So I'm on page 238. On page 238, and I wish to at least to get to, if I read at like a 15-page speed or sprint, 30, 60. So maybe I could get to page 290 at least. So that gives me until like almost to chapter 22 because I'm starting at chapter 17. So wish me luck. You do love Dungeon Crawler, Carl. I recommend listening to the audiobook sample, and if you like it, I think you'll love it. It's really funny, has great characters and plot. Okay, I will have it on my TBR still because I've only heard good things about it. Like, generally good things about the Dungeon Crawler. Like, I wonder if you guys can hear the dog barking, but I hope you don't, or at least it's minimized. So for those who are joining us tonight, at least for the others who are usually in my sprints, I will be doing 4 sprints tonight, 40 minutes each interval, so we can get a lot of reading done. And while waiting for other people to join, we might as well get a head start on what we're going to be reading. So with that, I am going to start up sprint number 1 because I also want to get a lot of reading done tonight. And I will see you all in 40 minutes. Happy reading, everyone. Hello, everyone. I am back after 40 minutes. That was quick. I don't know if that's just me, but that was quick. So I got to page 252. I am page shy away from part three of the book. I think this is the last part, maybe. I don't know, but we are still in the games, and I'm not gonna say anything else. But aside from, I feel for Haymitch. I feel so bad, but at the same time, this book shows how smart, resourceful, and what did I put here? Calculating he is. Like, he's someone you'd want to be allies with because he's just so smart. And I think that comes with being from District 12. So, like, it's comparable, I think, to when you spend a lot of time living in the province, for example, that the way you survive or the way you live every day is different from someone who lives in the city, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of relating the two, if that makes sense again. So my heart breaks for Haymitch. Generally, I feel so bad that this man has gone through so much shit at his age. Anyway, I will be reading some comments. Okay. Hi, Angel. Can I call you Angel? Currently reading Wings of Starlight book by Alison Saff. I need wholesome, cheesy Disney content for the moment. Let me quickly check this out. Wings of Starlight. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's such a pretty cover. Oh, it's literally published by Disney. Romance and magic, a young fairy queen must form an unlikely alliance or an unspeakable danger destroying all she holds dear in this standalone YA novel. Ooh, it's a YA, it's a retelling, but it's a retelling of which Disney character? Because the only fairy I know is Tinkerbell. So, but I hope you're having fun with that book though. Hi, Bea! I just saw you yesterday as well, and so lovely to see you again after a very long time. You say, I am joining the sprint. For the first sprint, I'm updating my life journal. I will read on the second sprint. Yes, we have 3 more sprints tonight. Hi, Jelly. Welcome to the sprints. I think this is my first time also seeing you on my sprints. You're also reading the same book. Wait, is this... Are you the same person? Are you the same person? Or because like the way you typed it is also very similar. But anyway, hi Eliza. Welcome to the sprint. How are you? Are you done with Six of Crows? Because we were actually just chatting before my sprint started about Six of Crows, your love for Kazbrecker, which makes sense. Yeah, I'm not a mute girl, I think. Because I literally checked. Okay, no, I'm not. Hi, Rouge. Welcome back to the Sprints. I just joined. How is everyone? I'm currently reading Tokyo Ghoul Volume 3. It's a reread for me. I love this series. So, I've read Tokyo Ghoul, but I haven't finished Tokyo Ghoul Re. Like, I think I stopped reading some chapters before it ended, I think I got to the part where Kaneki, however his new name was in Tokyo is already like a gigantic mess, like literally. So that's where I stopped. And I think it just got too convoluted for me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? So, anyway, I hope you're enjoying your reread. Hi, Meow. Can I call you Meow? Glad to finally join one of your spreads. If you don't mind me asking, where did you see my spreads from? Like, is it on Discord? Is it on IG? Because, like, this kind of helps me, like, figure out where most of the audience come from. Because, like, sometimes people would come in saying that they saw the spreads announcement on Subtle Asian Book Club, Discord, something like that. M has read. Okay, wait. Page 19 to 28. Is this what you've read? Slow progress since I forgot that I need to send a topic to our book club for our weekly kamustahan. I mean, a lot has happened, I think, even for you, so that makes sense. Okay, whatever works. Not done yet. Ooh, which part are you in? Like, has the heist started, or like, is it still in the preparation part? Ooh, I love Jasper and Six of Crows. Sorry if I spelled his name wrong. Wait, is it? Wait. Six of Crows. It's been a while since I read this. Yeah, it's Jasper. Yeah, it's Jasper. I feel like I will need to reread Six of Crows before I jump to Crooked Kingdom, which I've yet to do. Wait, well, at least for Re, Takiko Re, because like when like forgot what exactly happened to him, but like his hair turned white and Tokyo Ghoul Re. Yeah, Heise Sasaki, because like he became a member of the CCG, which are the people who are actually targeting the goals, like the organization behind that. So his name was changed to Heise Sasaki, at least for Tokyo Ghoul. Speaking of anime, we haven't talked about that long. I'm watching Anohana. I think I need to have a good cry. No, not for me. Good for you if you're choosing to have a good cry. Anohana, yeah, it's. Wait, let me search. Because, like, I need to know if I have. The movie. Is this the one where someone dies from this group of friends? Because that's what I remember from this movie, I think. Oh, on Instagram. Okay. Yay! Thank you for making it the nice prints, though. We have 3 more tonight, and I'm just gonna go through some of the comments before we continue to sprint number 2. Just typed up reading sprints and looked through the live ones, and that's how I found this. I love joining live sprints. It's fun. Yes, totally. Like when I'm not doing the sprints or when I'm not feeling up for it, I like because like I'm subscribed to a lot of booktubers, especially the ones on the spreadsheet below. So sometimes I would be like, because I use YouTube videos as like background noise or background like sounds when I'm working during daytime. So like sometimes I would join some live sprints and it's just there on the background while I'm working. Eliza is in chapter 3. Oh, good luck, girl. You have a long way to go with Six of Crows. Jasper is with yeah, the one with the gun and stuff. I think so, yes. It's Jasper, Six of Crows. Because I don't want to give away anything. Yes, he's a sharpshooter. He's a sharpshooter. You're correct with that. Creek. Find Jasper very funny, and he is great. I love characters that are funny. Yes, they add interest and comedic breaks from the shit that's happening in the book. Jasper is the one with the Grisha powers. Girl. Okay, we're not gonna read those anymore. Got it right. Bruce, happy to see you again. Same. I use this as background noise a lot. If it's not sprints, it'll be going 17. And you've watched that like multiple times, you mentioned before. It's nice to see you too. Okay. So I think it is time we get to do some more reading done. We are gonna do sprint number 2 this time, and good luck with what you're reading. Happy reading, everyone. I'll see you in 40. Hi everyone, how was sprint number 2? Boy, how was sprint number 2? Did you get to read? At least for me, I got to page 271. So how many pages is that from like 252 minus, I got to read 19 pages, so it's good progress for me. My goal of 290 is not so far off now, so I think I can safely get to even more than that. I'm just trying to like underestimate my sprints, as in like my progress, just so I won't be disappointed if I do read less than that. So mindset. Okay, trying to read some of the comments. Okay. Rouge says you're on to your 5th rewatch, going 17, and I regret nothing. No regrets. I do not blame you. I mean, if you love the show, you can keep on rewatching it. Hi, Laura. Hello, lovelies. Just popping into Boop the like and say hi. We'll be loitering today between a few books today, but starting with catching up on Iron Flame pages for Donna's read along. That sounds like fun. Sounds like a day to me, and I hope you can get a lot of reading done. Hi, June. Welcome back to the Sprints. I'm reading The Reappearance of Racial Prize. Oh, this has been on my radar as well. Reappearance. Is it YA? I just know it's a thriller, but since it's a Holly Jackson book, I was assuming it was YA. Okay, I was correct. It was YA. YA mystery thriller. How are you liking it so far? How far are you in with the book? Where is the other Pam? So I've been sprinting along for like 2 weeks now, I think. Pam's family was here in the Philippines, so they spent a lot of time together. So she was making what do you call this? She was trying to get as much things done with them. So I think we're gonna be back on like a regular schedule next week. I just think I won't be able to this week because like work stuff, a lot of things are gonna happen this week. Hi there, good morning. Will you be reading or working? Let me know. Read 2 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul. Is it just with the 2 sprints? You were able to read 2 volumes. Now I'll be needing something to eat. Not humans though, don't worry, I'm not a ghoul. We will never know. We won't be able to prove you're not. Got distracted and cleaned my fridge. You know what? That's still very productive. Because I don't think I've even cleaned a fridge my whole life. I don't think so. That's super productive. I love that for you, Jessica. Sprint number 2. Ooh, kumain ng liempo silog habang nag-update ang live journal. It's also good. So, liempo silog, for context, for the non-Filipinos in the chat. So, we have this thing here in the Philippines where silog is just combination of the words sinangag and log from itlog. So si from sinangag and log from itlog. So sinangag is just garlic fried rice and log is fried egg. And in the Philippines, it could be combined with a lot of things because it's a very versatile these are very versatile food, like garlic fried rice and egg. So you can basically combine anything from it, like dried fish or beef that's marinated or whatever and then fried. But usually it's best paired with fried things as well. So, sounds yummy. What is diet? True. But I try to cut down on the dairy and the sweets, like the sugar. So when I do have coffee, rarely do I have latte or like coffee with milk, because I've been also breaking out like recently. It's just not obvious, but I have been noticing my skin turning bad recently. Rouge says, I think I might start going 17 in the next sprint. Honestly, need to get back into it. You go for it. Emin says, only read 9 pages. At least you were able to read. That's important stuff. Love the idea that the author put some emotions on the cat. Oh, the cat's people. Okay, cat's people. Okay. Some emotions on the cat. He has his own POV on this book, as in the cat. That's so interesting. So interesting. I've seen the reviews for Cat's People. So this is part of the book tour that's been happening recently on Instagram. And I've been so interested. The cover is also so pretty. But how are you liking the book in general? I was about to say food. How are you liking the book in general? Are the 2 volumes in that sprint just there? Can read manga pretty quickly. Well, true. Especially if it's a reread, so you kind of know what to expect already, and you're like, can just breeze through it. Eliza says, just curious, and it's okay if you can answer, but what do you do with anxiety attacks or when stress takes over you? It's okay. It's not something offensive or whatever, because like a lot of people deal with this as well. I, at least for anxiety attacks, it's very not really ironic, but like just trying to breathe, like just trying to ground yourself in reality, more of like, okay, this is happening, but these things in your head aren't happening right now. So try to ground yourself with what you're seeing. So like, okay, I'm seeing white, I'm seeing my mic, I am seeing my monitor, I'm seeing my laptop, because like when you sound those off in your head, you get distracted by like trying to name things like, oh, I see my phone, I see my web camera, it's white, it's this and that. But when it gets so bad, or like when I feel it coming, I kind of like take medicine. So like just something that calms me down, not not the green stuff, not the green stuff, not that actual medicine that I have. And when stress takes over me, sadly, sometimes it does take me. Like it is crippling. It feels crippling, and sometimes I let it happen, but I make it a point that I pick myself up again after that. Like, okay, I'll let myself feel things. I'll let myself think the things that aren't exactly real or are just worries about the future, worries about what will happen. And I was told by my therapist to really ground myself in reality. Focus on what I'm thinking, not what others are thinking. Focus on what's happening to me, what I'm feeling, what are my emotions, name them, and then tell myself, what they call this? What they call those affirmations. So some affirmations, these are to be decided by you. So like these are according to your strengths. So for example, I would tell myself like, oh, I am very understanding, I am organized or whatever, and I can overcome this. Even though I'm alone, whatever. I digress. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question, but like generally I let that happen sometimes, but I have to catch myself. And I've actually done a good job catching myself. Well, I would highly recommend going to therapy, actually. Highly recommend it. It helps ground you, it helps define what you're feeling, it helps define what you should do and how you could deal with your anxiety attacks, or how to deal with your anxiety in general. And my advice could not be applicable to everyone because we're all different. So your therapist is the best is the best person to tell you what to do and guide you through this. So I hope I kind of answered your question. Okay, just gonna read some more comments. Also, it's outside. We're having our first heat wave of the year, so I want to enjoy the sun. Unless it's burning, I do not want to be anywhere near the sun. And it's about to be summer here too, because it's starting to be very hot. Like, I'm actually kind of sweating right now, and I'm contemplating putting my hair up. It's just April, but usually summer for us starts around April, starts being hot around the end of March, and then April, May, and June would be tough. Be so fucking hot. Theo says, I'm also cutting down sweets, but I love milk. Oh no, girl. Dairy and sugar is like the worst enemy when it comes to skin. I wish I could cut down on sugar, but I love sweets and chocolate too much. Well, that is the struggle because, like, I also love sweets. I love chocolate, and I am the type to, like, when I am I have eaten something oily or salty, I have to get something sweet after. And then once I'm done with the sweets, I will look for the salty. So I'm trying to cut down on that habit after meals. But anyway, our chat timer sounded off. We have more comments to go through on our next chat session. So for now, let's do something more productive by reading and doing our work. And with that, let me set up sprint number 3. And I'll see you all in 40 minutes. Happy reading, doing productive stuff, everyone. I'll see you in 40. Hello again, friends. How was sprint number 2? That was still quick. That was quick for me, at least, because it was getting action packed, at least on where I am in Sunrise on the Reaping. I am now on page 293. So I hit my goal of getting to page 290, and I am honestly scared to continue reading because, like, this is how much I have left of the book. So roughly like 100 more pages to go, and I'm just scared. Chapter 22. I am on chapter 22. Anyway, I will read the comments just to check where we are. Okay. Okay, so Emma is talking about Cat's People. It's cozy and talks about emotional support. So far, the author is developing its characters and introducing their struggles and stuff. Wait, so is the POV from different people, or is it the POV of the cat? Like purely the cat? Rouge says, I have anxiety attacks a lot too, and I struggle to ground myself. I'm sorry, I have panic attacks too, and the only thing I can do is freeze where I am and try and breathe, but I struggle a lot with breathing when it happens. Totally understandable. Like, I can relate to this so much, but going back, it's really just a matter of like letting it happen and then trying to breathe, trying to like not have it get to you completely. I keep affirmation cards in my kitchen that I rotate out. That sounds like a good idea. I do have some affirmations in front of me, but my therapist told me that my affirmations, at least where I can see them, should be about my positive traits, at least positive traits that I believe are true to myself. My anxiety and panic attacks come out of nowhere, I feel. I didn't know what triggers them or whatever, but when they happen, my therapist told me to try and think of what happened to trigger it. Ah, that makes sense. So at least you can pinpoint what happened prior to the attacks so you can avoid triggering it again. That makes sense. Oh, thank you, Eliza. Like, I don't think it did, but it's really just how I deal with it sometimes. Like, because like Rouge says, it sometimes nothing happens. Like sometimes you'll have to think hard, like what exactly happened to trigger it. Like, I hope you're doing better though, and you are gonna do better, Eliza. But the problem is when I have an anxiety or panic attack, I forgot what happened before that attack, so I don't know what to do about that. But I'm seeing doctors to try and help with it. Yeah, this is also what I just said. Like sometimes you can't pinpoint it because like it could be like I don't know, like a song triggered it or like something very minute happened that normally wouldn't trigger it. So it's hard to pinpoint it, but yes, you have to see a professional to be able to name it and like be able to manage it better. Whenever I order the latte, I don't add sugar anymore, just milk. Okay, that's progress though. Gonna do more life journal. It's quite lengthy. It's totally okay. It's still productive. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome to the sprints. I just finished the Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love. Yes, I remember this was also the last, at least during the last sprints that you were in, this was the book that you were reading. You say, My heart's happy. I'm assuming you love the book. Is it something you would highly recommend? Bea started reading Plot Twist. Yes, edited by Claire Benito de Guzman. You stopped at page 15. I assume this was for sprint number 3. Has been a lovely weekend. I hope to see you soon. Thanks for joining, Louie, and it was so nice meeting you yesterday. Have a great night, and I hope you have a good week ahead. Rouge says, I made something to eat and I watched an episode of Going 17. Productive for you because you love Going 17. Emma says, ooh, I got distracted. Just received good news. Plot twist. The anthology for Sprinting is sold out. Oh, happy for you guys. Literally, Bea was just saying that she was started reading Plot Twist for Sprint number 3. Oh, and I heard from Kat, I don't know if this is gonna be a spoiler, but like there are some plans for second printing, and that's actually what I wanted to ask her. Like, okay, feels like it was being well received by the community, so it most likely will need a second printing. And I'm happy for you guys. Congratulations, you deserve it. And I'm excited to read it. Meow says, I got distracted and heated some dim sum as a snack. I'm reading to Kim, so I got hungry. Oh, an anvil book, right? Because I saw it at the Anvil booth. And I also wanted to get it, but I prioritized other books instead. And then I will check out the game again on the next book fest or the next book event. Oh, now I want some dim sum. I hate this. No, I already ate. It's okay. Emma says it has different POVs. Okay, so only one of the POV involves the cat, and then there are other characters. Okay, makes sense. How long is the book, and are you like halfway through it, or are you hoping to finish it at a certain date for a review? Jessica says, I have to head off now, but enjoy sunrise. I'm really excited for you. Okay. So I know you have to go somewhere, but I will definitely message you because I took a picture of a page that had me all up in my emotions. But thank you for joining, Jessica. I hope to see you again on my sprints next time. Hi again, Rope. It's so nice to see you again here. Oh, okay. I have a mild headache, and I figure I'm probably coming in on the last sprint, but I'll be reading audiobooks. Due to the lack of normal mental energy. Totally okay. Actually, maybe more advisable to like. I'm not sure about that, but like, do audiobooks help you with your headache? Because like, at least, have you taken any medications for the headache? But we do have one more sprint to go, and it's going to be 40 minutes worth as well. Regards to cutting back on sugar, I'm only doing that with coffee and tea. Currently, I'm just hoping that my daily exercise regimen of moderate activity will be enough. You know what? Makes sense. Because I've also started going to the gym like starting last October. I mean, I have seen some progress, and I can only squeeze in like 1 to 2 times of like going to the gym because like again work stuff, and like I go home to my family's house, and there are no nearby branches, at least of the gym that I go to. So I only am able to go to the gym when I go to work. So anyway, I digress, but I am not cutting back on sugar all like everything because like it's so hard to avoid it, at least with the quality of food that we're getting, or like fast food, the abundance of fast food. And it's so hard to cut it back completely because like I feel like at some point you still need like at least healthy sugar. So like fruits. So yeah. Anyway, Wait, is this Kath Reads? Is this Kath Reads? Okay. Call me Kat, but yes, the game is such a great read. I'm getting to know more about our culture through our food. This is nonfiction, right? Because like when I browse through it, it is more of like not exactly encyclopedia. I'm using the word encyclopedia loosely, but like has info on like recipes, etc. Or am I thinking of a different Anvil book? Because like I was browsing through the books during the book fest, and there was this other book that I saw where there are literally recipes to like cocktails. And I was like, pretty interesting. Okay, last comment to go through before we head to our fourth and last sprint. Audiobooks neither help nor hurt me with my headaches. They help me with my guilt that I'm sitting here and doing nothing. Oh, Rope, it's okay. It's okay. Like your head is literally aching. So might as well like feel better first before doing something else, but you do you, you know how you can deal with your own headache. But yes, it's me. Okay, it is Kath Reads. Hello, hello. I kept calling you meow because like okay, anyway, let us head to our fourth and last sprint. Happy reading, everyone, and I'll see you again in 40. Hello again, everyone. How was our fourth and last sprint? As for me, I was able to get to page 301. 301, such a good progress. I was able to read a lot tonight, and at least I won't feel bad that I only have this much left to the book. And even though I won't be able to bring it with me, because like it's a hardback and it's clunky and like I need to bring a lot of stuff with me for this week. I will be reading it on my Kindle, so at least I have a huge chunk of it done physically with my copy. And how was everyone else's fourth sprint? Let me just read through some of the comments that I didn't get to read. Okay. Yeah, I know, Kath. I'm sorry. I'm already excited for the next live sprint. So, it would most likely be, at least for the time, it's usually the same time, like around 7 or 7:30. But my next set of sprints will not be this week, this coming weekend, because I have a lot of work events to do. I am going to a J-Hope concert on Saturday, which is April 12th, and I won't be back until like next week, at least. I mean, back home. So at least I was able to get a chunk of reading done, but I think our next sprints will be joint, and this would be on the other Pam's channel, which is This Book Belongs to Pam, and she's going to be the one hosting it. And again, it's going to be around the weekend and around 7 or 7:30 p.m. Manila time. How was your sprint though, Kat? How was it? Halfway done with plot twist already? Well, it's a pretty thin book. So, how is the collection so far? Oh no, nagpapaiyak yung mga contributors. Aba. Kat was also telling me about this yesterday. Like, well, of course she's gonna hype it up, but it's very personal to her. Like her piece, and um, she also shared some favorite pieces from the collection, and I am looking forward to reading it. I just forgot to bring my copies home. I will be doing a giveaway of the other copy that I got, but Philippines only, unfortunately. And I will make sure to bring it with me home next week because I need to read it. Eman says, not reading anymore, creating script and review for Cuentang Butsero by JL Chua. I'm also typing its blurb. I noticed that this book has no Goodreads entry yet. Oh, are you a Goodreads librarian? Or are you going to submit this to someone who is? Didn't realize it's already... Wait, did you like Cuentang Butsero as well? Because I think I may be able to get a copy of this book very soon. Not gonna share how yet. Didn't realize it's already 11 p.m. Yeah, I mean, time flew by tonight. I was like just so engrossed with the book that I didn't notice like 40 minutes is already up and stuff. And I'm again scared and excited to finish it. Ugh, because like I'm still in the thick of the games. Like it's still ongoing, but I only have this much left. So like how is Suzanne Collins gonna talk about the aftermath of the games? Like with just this much left in the book. So I don't know. I'll submit it to a resident librarian. Okay, you answered my question. Richard, for him to add it on Goodreads. Enjoy the J-Hope concert. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. I haven't studied the, what do you call this? The fan chants yet. Because like there's a fan chant guide for the set list. And I am just not completely ready yet. It's like, again, work, like the corporate girly in me has to fulfill her tasks and all before being an army next. So, but I am excited, very much excited. And actually, my nails are red now because, like, in preparation for the concert. And I have I just have some stuff ready for the concert. I have my ticket here, and then just like have some ribbons for my army bomb and some phone charm. Like, I can use this to, like, put on my phone. And why did I like do some like here? Like, I can put it on my phone here if I do choose it. And the funny thing is, I realized that I feel like my seat number is like my seating is on the upper box. So it's still pretty far from like the stage. And what's funny to me is like the way that I'm preparing for this concert is feeling like I'm on like the VIP standing where J-Hope can see me. But you know what? I worked hard for this ticket, as in like I hard earned money, whatever. So, and want to look good, feel good. So there's that. I digress again. Hobie over reading spurts, unfortunately. Yes, I agree. Like, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So, like, I'm sorry, but the sprints could wait. Solid 5 stars, but there are a lot of trigger warnings like abuse, gore, etc. Fortunately for you, I love these things. And I know that's also a reflection of how my mind works and all, but like maybe you aren't, Emma. That's why it's kind of triggering. Excited for you, the concert too. I know. Oh my gosh, yes. I just hope I won't forget anything during the concert. And I know I will be so tired even before the concert. And like, I feel like I'll have to delay the post-concert depression thing and like the hype that I would be feeling because I would have to head straight to a work event right after the concert. Like, the concert finishes around like almost midnight, right? And then I'll be like, okay, I have to wake up early the next day because like I have to go to work, etc. But it is what it is. The life of a corporate girly. It's so hard to adult a lot of times. Like, don't you just like imagine or like look back at the days where you're still a student and you're like when Holy Week is coming up, so you're like just finishing the last slew of like homework, projects, etc. And like when Holy Week hits, you're free. Like, you don't have to file for leaves. You're free to do whatever you want, play, read, whatever. I miss those days. I feel like I've taken for granted the times where I was still a student and have lots of time in my hands. But you know what they say, when you're still a student, you have lots of energy, lots of time, but no money. But now that we have the money, we don't have the energy and we don't have the time. Okay, I love these elements, especially if the book talks about social injustices, human rights violation, and how people leave justice using their own might. Yes, I love these themes as well, and I'm looking forward to read Cuentong Puchero as well. Wait, is this a work of fiction? Because I'm assuming it is. Honestly, as an adult, attending concerts are really very tiring compared when we were teenagers. I will have to agree, only to a certain extent, because like I haven't experienced going to concerts as a teenager, as in like when I was in college or high school. Like I didn't have the time. I didn't mostly didn't have the money actually. And I've only experienced going to concerts like when I was already working, like I'm a working adult. But of course, when I started working, I was still pretty young, like still in my 20s, and I had the energy still back then. And I'll have to agree. This is also why I didn't get like a VIP standing ticket. I was like, I can like I can't afford it in the sense that, money will come back. You'll just have to work for it again. But I was thinking of like the energy and like the feeling of like people just packed around you. I don't think I can do that. I might have a panic attack if that happens to me. Because like at least if you're in the upper or like in the other sections, you can sit down. Like of course it's a concert, so sometimes you're gonna have to stand down, dance and stuff. But at least you have a seat. I don't think I can do standing anymore. I don't think I can do like a barricade, a barricade, a section. So anyway, I digress. I am very excited. I'm very excited. Oh my gosh. So anyway, going back to Sunrise and the Reaping, I think safe to say that I really am loving the experience. I have tabbed the shit out of this book. Like, just look at that. And there are still some like annotations from the Kindle that I haven't placed in the book yet, but the notes are noting. And I love and hate being in Hamish's head, mostly because I am heartbroken for him. Like, I don't want to read more about his suffering, so I hate it, but also love it because, like, it really gives you a picture of how Hamish is before he was an alcoholic. Like, it's a reflection of, like, how it means to be human. Like, of course, you one look at an alcoholic and you'd be like, "Ugh, disgusting." But on the flip side of the coin, you have to think of it in a way that what led them to be an alcoholic? Like, what are those experiences that they had to go through? What are those traumas? What are those awful shit that happened to them that led them to be like this right now? And it's such a pivotal theme in the book because, like, compared to like ballads of songbirds and snakes, like it's also has the same theme. Like, of course, Snow is fucking evil and stuff, but like the way ballad went is that it showed the privileges that Snow had. It showed him, like, enjoying the luxuries before, but like losing all of that in the process. Um, and then it showed you what, like it showed you that Snow already has like evil tendencies. Like, he had like red flags already, but like it showed you what are the things that happened to him that were a huge factor to him being fucking evil even more in the future. So anyway, I am loving it. I It's still the kind of book at, like, it still has the Hunger Games flair to it, that it would make you question a lot of things. It would make you reflect a lot about human experiences and like analyze how people could be cruel, how people could react differently in a similar scenario. But you know what? I'm loving it, is what I'm saying. It is fiction. Love how the story was made. The author has this skill in writing na sobrang linis niya. Okay, you'll feel it when you are reading his work. It has a central theme about pig. Pig. Literal depiction, emotional and behavioral. Okay, okay. Loving that metaphor there. And I will look out for it. And I think it is like the best way to um understand what you're saying is for me to experience it. So I'll let you know once I've started reading that, once I have my copy. Hi, Joy! Oh my gosh, it's been a while. How have you been? Haven't seen you in my sprints in a while. And unfortunately, we are done with the sprints. I am just wrapping up some things, just sharing my experience of Sunrise and the Reaping so far. And I hope you've been well. I hope you've been reading books, doing what you love. And as for me, since I am closing off the sprints, again, there would be no sprints this coming week and this coming weekend. Pam will be back to her usual, her regular programming with doing sprints with me. Would most likely have to be on the weekend of April 19 or 20. So it would be on the other Pam's channel, This Book Belongs to Pam. So I hope to see you guys there. We will announce it on Instagram, the Yush, or even on our Discord channel. But what's linked below are other creators who also do their sprints. So while we are away, you can check out the spreadsheet below. So you can check out the spreadsheet below and join the other creators who are also doing their sprints. This is the Sprint Bible, actually. This is the Booktube Sprinting Bible. You can check out other creators there. And the time slots are very organized as well. And it's organized per day. Oh yeah, next time. No worries, no pressure. So we try to be consistent with the sprints anyway, so you can join anytime. There's no pressure to joining and doing sprints. Good night, everyone. Tuti ulit bukas. Yes, unfortunately, it is another Monday. Time flew by fast. I feel like it was just April 1 yesterday, but now it's 6th. So anyway, thank you to everyone who joined the sprint. I hope you all had fun reading, doing your tasks, being productive. Proud of you, and also proud of myself for getting to page 301 of the book. And I will be seeing you guys online and on the next sprint. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kath. Yes, it was the last one. It was the 4th sprint. Thank you so much, Emma and Kat, everyone else. I will see you all online and maybe on our next sprints. Bye.